अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स। मैं आपका होस्ट सैयद मोहम्मद रईस ज़ैदी आज के नए सेशन एपिसोड के साथ। और एक मैंने जैसा कि वादा किया था कि हम 14 अगस्त का दिन एक खूबसूरत प्रोग्राम करेंगे पाकिस्तान के बारे में, पाकिस्तान के टूरिज्म के बारे में, पाकिस्तान की अ, और हम उसके लिए जिस शख्सियत को लेके आए हैं, बड़ी फिनोमिनल शख्सियत, अ, अपने अंदर एक पूरा समंदर है। और उनकी मैं अभी आपसे तारुफ कराता हूँ। ही इज वेरी वेल नोन इन द इंडस्ट्री ऑफ हॉस्पिटैलिटी। और ये हैं हमारे ब्रिगेडियर फयाज कमर। और ब्रिगेडियर साहब हाशू ग्रुप में एज ए सिक्योरिटी हेड के तौर पे उनकी तमाम सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप्स को देखते हैं, लोकेशंस को देखते हैं, यानी कि हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री की सारी सिक्योरिटीज को देखते हैं। उसके अलावा ब्रिगेडियर साहब जो हैं एडवाइजरी काउंसिल OSAC के भी मेंबर हैं, ओवरसीज के चेयरमैन हैं, बल्कि नॉट मेंबर, सॉरी, चेयरमैन हैं। और ही हैज डन हिज PhD इन पाकिस्तान फॉर टूरिज्म डेवलपमेंट और उसके सिक्योरिटीज को कैसे हैंडल करना है। दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ हिम। और आज के दिन की मुनासबत से वो पाकिस्तान को डिस्क्राइब करेंगे। ब्रिगेडियर साहब ने बेतहाशा कंट्रीज का चक्कर लगाया हुआ है। ही हैज विजिटेड ऑलमोस्ट 20 कंट्रीज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। और ही इज a very well known figure globally actually. Or he was kind enough to give us time today on APSS Friday hour, and मैं अब उनको ऑनलाइन लेने जा रहा हूँ। अस्सलाम वालेकुम ब्रिगेडियर साहब,
थैंक
कैसे
यू
हैं
वेरी
आप? ठीक
मच,
ठाक है सर?
वेरी काइंड ऑफ यू जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच। शुक्रिया, आपने मुझे आज मौका दिया
वेल
यहाँ पे अपने इजहार करने का ख्यालात के।
वेलकम टू द शो। और आज का सेशन बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा। और आपने थैंक आई आई विल थैंक यू इन एडवांस के इतना कीमती वक्त निकाला। और आज के बिजी स्केड्यूल में से 14 अगस्त के हवाले से और पाकिस्तान के हवाले से, पाकिस्तान डे मना रहे हैं लोग, खुशियां मना रहे हैं। आप हमें पाकिस्तान के बारे में बताएंगे और पाकिस्तान के बिलखुसूस टूरिज्म के बारे में जो आपने टॉपिक चुना और जिस पे आपकी PhD और रिसर्च है, और पाकिस्तान के लिए जो आप एफर्ट्स कर रहे हैं उनके बारे में बताएंगे। मैं खुद बहुत खुश हूं कि आज का सेशन बड़ा मजेदार होगा। आई विल बी लर्निंग अ लॉट फ्रॉम यू। और मैं आपका ज्यादा वक्त नहीं लूंगा, मैं ज्यादा टाइम आपको देना चाहता हूं। और मैं आपको काइंडली पहले अपना ब्रीफली इंट्रोडक्शन हमारे व्यूअर्स को कराएं कि आप के अपनी शख्सियत के बारे में बताएं थोड़ा सा, ताकि हमें पता लगे कि आपने और आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस क्या हैं। प्लीज सर।
जैदी भाई, शुरू में मैंने बस ये बताइए, मैं इंग्लिश में ज्यादा इसको करूं या उर्दू में, आप जैसे बेहतर।
सर दोनों, वी आर कंफर्टेबल विद बोथ। यू कैन यूज इंग्लिश एंड उर्दू बोथ।
ऑलराइट, ओके,
मिक्स
थैंक यू
सेशन
वेरी
कर
मच।
लेते हैं।
All right. Thank you very much. I am really grateful for giving this opportunity to me and today speaking on a topic which is very close to my heart, in fact. And secondly, the day which has been selected today, it's again 14th August and Independence Day for Pakistan, for which we have given a lot of sacrifices. And Alhamdulillah, today we sit in Pakistan, which is safe, which is secure, and it's a wonderful destination for the world. And today I think I'm having an opportunity to convince everybody and the world that Pakistan is a safe destination for tourism. It's not that I'm just saying it, I will prove it with facts and figures, and I'll be giving you certain examples with which I'll be able to prove it that Pakistan is safe and secure. And I'll also make a mention of the potentials, tourism potentials Pakistan has. Pakistan
माशाल्लाह।
has got tremendous potentials. I can assure you, no country in the world has potentials equal to the potentials of Pakistan. We are,
यस
alhamdulillah, very lucky to have all sort of potentials. We have rivers, we have mountains. And when we talk of mountains, We have snow-covered mountains, we have barren mountains, we have green mountains. And the snow-covered mountains, once we talk of, out of the 7 highest peaks, 5 are in Pakistan. And K2, which is the second highest peak, is again in Pakistan. Once we talk of deserts, we have all sort of deserts. We have green deserts, lush green deserts. We have barren deserts. So Pakistan is rich in climate. Pakistan is rich in culture. Once we talk of culture, I can assure you, if you go to the northern areas and just visit once Chitral and Chilamjo, you will come to know the heritage we possess. Alhamdulillah, we are very lucky and very rich in that. And if you start traveling towards Punjab, you will find again the heritage and culture of Punjab, Sindh Valley, beautiful. And then if you go to KPK, it's again a paradise on God's earth. Visit Deer, visit Swag, visit Bunair, visit Chitral, name any place. It's known as Switzerland of, Swat is known as the Switzerland of Pakistan. But I can assure you, I have seen this Switzerland. I have seen Swat. I have served in Swat. I have seen Switzerland also. If you ask me, Swat stands much better and more beautiful than even, Switzerland, because the sort of beauty we have in Swat, it is multifaceted. So Alhamdulillah, today I shall be speaking on the topic which is very close to my heart.
Sir, I'll give you the screen and हम आपसे सीखने के लिए तैयार हैं. Please go ahead, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zaid Sahab. बल्कि हम आपसे सीखेंगे, mashallah, the experience you also have and the sort of articles you have written and the research you have carried out, you are yourself a notion, and inshallah it will be mutual learning. Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
Thank you, sir.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear viewers, today I shall be talking about the present state of tourism in Pakistan. And let me assure you, it's a safe destination for international and domestic tourism both. And I'll be, proving it with facts and figures. Now, first, let's talk of the present state of tourism in Pakistan. Here I'll be very open. I'll talk about the good points. I'll talk about the weaknesses, so that all those who are viewing this program and all those who are seeing it, they can always strike a balance and choice for them. Normally the perception of Pakistan, which is portrayed across the world, is not what's in the real fact in Pakistan is. When you talk people across the world, they say perception we have about Pakistan is probably it's very difficult to come there. And will we be safe there once we come to Pakistan? Will somebody be there to provide us the security? The simple question is, just visit it once, or at least see those bloggers or those people who have visited Pakistan long time back, when the entire world was suffering from terrorism. We also suffered a lot from the terrorism, like the world suffered. We suffered a bit more because we were in the neighborhood of Afghanistan. And from where this terrorism and all these activities started? It started after 9/11. And it started from Afghanistan. And in Afghanistan, we being the neighbors, we also suffered a lot. So we were in the close neighborhood of Afghanistan. They suffered a lot. Followed by them, we being the neighbor, we also suffered it. And when this terrorism traveled to our country, then all these beautiful places, they were also, they also became the victim of militancy. And when it became the target of militancy, then probably for some time, I can tell you from, you can say 98 or from 99 to 2004, this was the tough era, because then Operation Rahe-Najat in Swat started, in Bajor, Dara, and then even in Bunair operations started. And when these operations started, by year 2009, we were in complete control. because we have an army, which is a very professional army, Pakistan Army, and it was not only the army which was operating in that area. The other agencies also, other law enforcing agencies like Rangers, like FC. FC did wonderful in these areas. Army did excellent in these areas. Our police gave a lot of sacrifices. And above all, the resolve of our people. Our people in those areas showed a lot of resolve. They became determined and they defeated the terrorism.
सर सर
Yes, please.
सर अगर आप ये से स्लाइड शो को ऑन कर लें तो दैट विल बी मच बेटर सर। ये फिर आपकी स्लाइड्स हमको बहुत खूबसूरत नजर आएंगी।
Is it okay now?
यस, ठीक
All
हो
right.
गया।
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, what I was talking about was how we defeated this militancy, how we defeated this terrorism. Because once they were defeated, then Pakistan became safe. Why I'm saying it with a lot of confidence? Because I was the part of all those forces for 3.5 years. I operated in Swat, I operated in Bunair, I operated in these agencies. And Alhamdulillah, I can say it with conviction and with a lot of confidence that now these areas, rather entire Pakistan is safe, and we welcome the world to Pakistan. And I can assure you, once you come here and see it with your eyes, you will come to know the perception is something else, reality is something else. Now, I will be just dealing with it in different headings so that you can just follow me easily, and you can keep your questions in reserve. And whenever you want to ask, uh, Zagi Saab is there, he'll also help you in asking the question. Now, first of all, let me tell you, World Tourism Conference next year, inshallah, will be held in Pakistan. This is a conference which is held and it conveys people that what should be done for tourism and what are the new strategies which are coming up. So that is the reason people are now interested to come to Pakistan, because Pakistan has been declared a beautiful destination by the world. There are so many journals, there are so many newspapers, there are so many bloggers which are declaring Pakistan to be in first 20 most attractive tourist destinations. But if you ask me, I was attending a seminar 3 days ago. It was an international seminar on tourism revival and hospitality industry revival in Pakistan. So we had few international speakers also. There were few bloggers also. There were intellectuals like, the chairman PIA, Air Marshal Arshad Malik. We had Zulfi Bukhari, a man who sits, in the government chair, but determined to bring, tourism in Pakistan on the top. So there again, somebody, very proudly said from Rod that you people should be very happy that you have come in first 20 topmost destination in the world for tourism. So I replied in mail. I said, well, I can assure you, you are saying top 20, but if you ask me, Pakistan one day will be the number one tourism destination in the world. And the reason for that, I explained the immense potential and in our culture, in resources, in everything, and then the resolve of people, the hospitality of people, all these things make Pakistan a beautiful tourist destination. Now, Pakistan image as a tourism destination some time back was bleak. People have been saying that probably Pakistan, because of the safety or security, we should visit or not. This was a question. But now I can assure you, please, I can assure you that image of Pakistan now in the world is very clear. In Pakistan, if you talk of international tourism, we are receiving a lot of requests in Pakistan. That is the reason our government is making a lot of easy steps for the visa, obtaining of visa. If 175 countries have been put on the line, they will be very easily be able to get the visa. Now, visa on arrival is also being made. So all these steps government is taking to make it easy and convey a soft image of Pakistan, right? Right. Now, they say that government in tourism sector, governance of tourism sector in Pakistan. Previously, what was being done was government had certain, tourism departments like PTDC. So PTDC, Pakistan Tourism Development Corporation, was doing an excellent job as a tourist guide also, but at the same time became a competitor also because they have their guest houses, they have their motels, they have their hotels. So it was a sort of competition between the private sector and the government sector. So government has taken a beautiful step where all these hotels are being privatized. That is number one. Secondly, there were different departments in the government, probably they were acting independently. Now, all those departments are working hands in gloves so that tourism can be promoted in Pakistan. So these are very good steps which are being, taken in Pakistan. And Alhamdulillah, the image is also improving and governance is also improving. Another aspect, which is very important aspect, rather I will say, a determined, which is the most important determinant for the tourism. And tourists always ask once we visit Pakistan, will we be secure and safe? So my answer to them is yes, you will be safe and you will be secure. The reason, nobody in the area wherever the tourists go, all those people who are acting as hosts, they will always be friendly. It was only prior to 2004 and then, Afghan war, when these bad people were in the area. So those bad people have gone. They have been defeated. They have been killed. Now, people living in those areas exactly know their livelihood is in tourism. So they all are there, welcome. They are ready to welcome you. So whenever you come, you will be welcomed by those people. Even at international level, terrorism has been defeated. So world has also become secure. So ultimately, Pakistan has also become very safe and very secure. So security and safety for the tourist is no problem. Yes, one question may be asked. At time, tourists, they want to go for a far-flung and further areas where is probably very, very thin population. In that case, on those places, police is depicted, or you can say the safety squads are depicted, but they are in their own location. If something happens, they can react. So that is again to provide you more safety and security. Right. Facilitating getting Pakistan visa. People from abroad, whenever we ask them, please come to Pakistan, it's so beautiful. They say, yes, it is beautiful. And that is the reason, even in the toughest days when the terrorism was on, people have been visiting Pakistan. People have been going to very tough areas. Now people want to come, but they ask, what about visa? Because there are certain difficulties in obtaining visa. So the answer is not now. Previously, yes, there were difficulties. There were a lot of difficulties in getting the visa, and probably the reason was the safety and security also one. And secondly, there were so many channels involved, and probably the resolve was also not there by the government. Now there is a resolve. Now the government also wants, and everybody wants, that tourists must be visiting Pakistan. So because of that reason, the visa provision has been made very, very easily. And even in your own countries, you may not have to go even to your consulates and your embassies. Pakistan is making all the efforts to deliver these things on your doorsteps. So that is the sort of resolve now Pakistan is having. So I can assure you, visa obtaining will no more be a problem because this is the resolve by the government, and we keep interacting with the government. Yesterday, I was with our Minister Zulfi Bukhari, who is advisor to the Prime Minister also, and a young entrepreneurial and a determined man who has spent his, most of the education in England and abroad, and he has a vision. And vision he draws from our Prime Minister Imran Khan. Prime Minister Imran Khan, who has not only given this vision, rather he has told his cabinet and everybody that we have to make sure that Pakistan rises to the top. and tourism is one of the ladder through which we have to go up. Construction agency, industry has already been given, and there are all a lot of relaxations. They are coming on the top. Stock exchange is every day going up. So that is the reason our tourism is also coming up. Our hospitality is coming up. I am with Hashu Group, and I can assure you, my hotels at the moment, if you want to go to Malam Jaba, I can assure you the occupancy at the moment is 100%. Not a single room is vacant. There are a lot of foreigners who have come. There are a lot of Pakistanis who are staying in that hotel, Malam Jaba in Sawat. If you talk of Bhurban, PC Bhurban is 100% occupied. So what I'm saying is there are a lot of tourists. International tourists are also coming, but domestic tourism is on the peak, right? And I'll clear you later on. Once we talk of international tourism and once we talk of domestic tourism, that is one of the heading which I'll be talking about. Just to kill it here in a very brief term, I'll say, once we talk of international tourism, unfortunately, we have been very weak in that. And the main reason have been the perception. Because in that perception, even our diplomats who issues these, warnings and these threat alerts, etc., are, foreigners, ambassadors, and diplomats. They are in their, consulates, in their, embassies, and from where at time these threats they appear. Probably that place is not safe, that place is not safe. But on ground, the things are much different. And now you must have seen during these years, there is no advice, there is no traveling advice, there is no threat coming out because the things are now much safer, rather they are very safe, right? So in that case, the international tourism which we are having in Pakistan is only 0.1% of the world, which is very less, but nothing to be worried so, because it looks very complex, but if you work out these figures, so what implies 0.1% means of the world entire population, it means that 29% of the tourists, they are foreigners, and that is international tourism, and 71% is domestic tourism, right? So our domestic tourism is much more, it is 71%. And I tell you, this is our strength. And the other reason for this strength is our 38% population is from the middle class, and our middle class is growing. And this is the class in most of the cases which affords tourism. They may not afford in most of the cases the international tourism because that's a bit costly also. And secondly, there are certain visa obtaining difficulties also. But this entire lot relies upon domestic tourism. So these are the people, if you remember, the day it was announced that you are safe, Corona has been defeated, and you can go out to, any tourist destinations. If you recall, the entire area to Naran was blocked, roads blocked, and even complete hotels were booked. No one was getting place in the hotel. So people were, accommodated in different houses also, at places also. Administration did a great job. They knew where to accommodate them. Even in Swat, there was a jam pack. In Murray, jam pack. Why? Because domestic tourism is our strength. So 71% is our domestic tourism. So nothing to be worried about that. That is our strength, right? So this was regarding the getting Pakistan visa. So there are no problem for all my viewers and friends, listening to me around Pakistan and across in the world. Please come to Pakistan because now visa facilities have been made very easily. Just go, scroll down and see the facilities which Pakistan is giving. And inshallah, in the time to come, there will be more easy steps taken. Right. Now, interdepartmental coordination. This is very important. This was lacking, right? So, for example, there is a tourism department in which there is MD PTDC. So if MD PTDC had to carry out certain activities and had to go towards the visa section to tell them that please make these steps a bit easier so that people come to Pakistan for tourism, people were not bothered. they were not moved. If one had to go to civil aviation authorities and tell them, right, we need certain things to be easy done. If even the PIA chairman goes or the PIA asks the aviation, all right, we want to carry out certain agreements with the hospitality or hotels to bring the tourism in Pakistan. So people were not willing to help each other, or they were just they said, okay, let the things go. That was some time back. Now the present government, and especially the visionary prime minister and other people, they realize this, and that is the reason they have instructed everybody, all the departments, to be working closely, cooperating with each other. So now all the departments are working very close. Even our foreign office, they are doing their best. Our consulates, foreign officers, and abroad in the countries, they are also doing their best to bring the tourism back. It's a challenge which this nation has taken, and I can assure you, our nation is a nation of resolve. Our nation is the nation of giving sacrifices. Our nation is the one who suffers, but after suffering, they don't sit back. They rise, and they rise to the top. So the time has come to rise again, and we are rising, inshallah. And it's a rising nation at the moment in the world, right? And then stock market is going up. If you see in the different newspaper, TV, and everywhere, our stock exchange is going up. So what's that? That's the confidence of people. That's the confidence of investors. They are investing. They know that whatever they are investing, they'll be repaid, and they'll be getting better profit on this. So these are good indicators of an economy. And when economy starts coming up, the country starts going up. So tourism and hospitality is now going up, right?
Beautiful.
Okay. Zaidi, if there is no question, should I continue?
आप कंटिन्यू करें, बीच में एक क्वेश्चन आया, हम उसको आखिर में लेंगे सर.
All right, thank you very much. Right.
बड़ा मजा आ रहा है, बड़ा मजेदार सेशन चल रहा है. I don't want to disturb.
Very kind of you. Very kind of you. I am a bit louder also, a bit motivated also, and at the same time, I am very happy.
Pakistan is close to our heart. Pakistan is close to our heart, sir. We are learning about it. Thank you.
Love you, Zaidi. And that's the encouragement, because you have been discussing with me previously also. And I'm sure all the viewers who are listening and attending, they'll feel it, that everything is coming from the core of heart, and everything is from their core of heart. This is what they are witnessing around. This is what they are seeing around. This is what now they are listening also.
Exactly. Please continue.
Very kind, Zaidi. Now, let me tell you, the government in the role of a facilitator, not business manager. This is very important. Previously, what was happening was, there, after the 18th Amendments, powers had been shifted to the provinces, right? So at every province level, at Punjab level, there was a tourism department of Punjab Corporation, which was looking after the tourism, and they had different hotels, their resorts, different places at their disposal. So they were looking after in their own province. KPK, they had their own, tourist department. They were doing it like that. And in the federal, we had PTDC, right? Pakistan Tourism Development Corporation. So from the federal, this institution was there, but provinces were, acting in isolation also, but they were trying to put in their best. But what was the end result? End results we were not getting. And there was another reason also. Even the PTDC, being at the helm of affair and in the government, chairs, they also became a competitor. They also started selling their products. They also became sort of a business owner. And instead of facilitating people, instead of facilitating, a private sector, they became competitors themselves. So that was not something good. because in that case, private sector was reluctant to come. There were very few determined people like Sadruddin Hashwani, who stood, and even he constructed during that bad era also, he constructed 4 new hotels, though faced a lot of problems. Even his Marriott was destroyed, and he gave a resolve to the world. He stood on the debris and he said he'll construct this hotel within 90 days, and he completed it 5 days earlier. He had to spend an amount of about 2.5 billion or something like to reconstruct this hotel. The insurance company had to pay back. They have still not paid back. They are still waiting to pay back. He paid it from his pocket, but he did it. So there were very few determined people who could stand at that time and contribute their amount for this business. Now, government has realized, but they have realized it, I will say, to an extent of 70%. Still, government has to do more to facilitate these private sectors. In private sector, making a 5-star hotel is not easy, because I witness it. I have done, PhD in HR, business development, tourism and everything, but at the same time, I'm expert in project management also. So I have been seeing how a 5-star hotel in Mirpur has been facing different problems. Even politically also, yes, by the Zardari government, it was stopped for 2 years not to, carry on further, but I'll not talk about politics, I'm away from that. They had to suffer a lot. So they have to pay a lot of taxes. It's a very difficult, construction. PC Multan is still under the process of, construction. PC 5-star hotel in Peshawar, which is at Hyatabad, is again facing. So what are those problems which are not letting a 5-star hotel come up so easily? Even a 5-star which has come at Malam Jaba, I can assure you there stands another group with Hashu Group. Hashu Group has the management. There is a group which is a Samson Group, the strongest group I will say in KP, the Khyber Tobaccos. And then Samson Group. They have showed a lot of resolve, lot of determination to construct that hotel. They have spent a lot on that. And that is the reason today that hotel is also giving us a lot of respect. The if you know, international skiing competition, the World International Skiing Competition was held at Malam Jaba. It was 1 month ago. Many people may not knowing it. Air Force organized it, a wonderful job done by Air Force, but it was again the Hashu Group which facilitated them. We gave those international competitors lot of rooms in Marriott, Islamabad. Then our group came forward, and with the help of Samson Group, our group, we gave them lot of rooms in Malam Jaba. So international people staying at Malam Jaba, carrying out the skiing resort in Malam Jaba, the soft image of Pakistan was conveyed to the world. We earned a lot of respect. So it's something beautiful that private sector is coming up. We are making another hotel with the help of AAA in Baria, Phase 8. There is a new hotel coming up in Hyderabad. We have a plan in Faisalabad. There are so many places. And apart from that, there are so many 3-star hotels coming up. So there will be in total about 8, 9, 5-star hotels coming up. 3-star, many hotels have come up. And there are other groups coming. And even from international world, people are coming and they want to invest in Pakistan. They should be encouraged. Government must make it easy and give them certain facilitation where international groups have been invited to Pakistan and they construct these 5-star hotels, 3-star hotels, because you may construct a lot of hotels. They will even then be less. Once these hotels come up, infrastructure will automatically improve upon. Like the Malam Jaba hotel which has come up, the road to Malam Jaba from, Fiza Ghat area, it was a small road. Now if you go, it's a dual carriage, beautiful road. And some international tourists or even own people traveling on that, they draw a feeling of an international resort. It's a fact, right? Go to Muzaffarabad, travel on that. Hats off to Azad Kashmir government house. They have made it a motorway. Beautiful place leading to Muzaffarabad, right? Go to Bhurban, beautiful road. So infrastructure is improving upon. People had complained regarding, North. When I come to the infrastructure, I will tell you, government is facilitating in North also, in Gilgit, Skardu, Chitral, Hunza, Naltan. These places very soon will have beautiful 5-star and 3-star hotels. Our group is making a hotel at, Hashu Group is making a hotel at the moment with the help of NLC. NLC and Hashu Groups are in JV, and we are making a hotel at Atabad Lake. Right? Kamran Lashari Sahab has already made a resort on that place, beautiful resort. Right? But now our group is making another hotel there. Imagine a beautiful 3-star hotel at Atabad Lake having about 45 rooms, and people coming from, China, traveling on, Sharai, and then once they are coming to Pakistan and the first on traveling on the CPAC route, they come to Sust, there I'll have a resort. They come to Atabad Lake. Imagine the pleasure those people will drive, and the people going from this place. So northern area is being improved upon. Their infrastructure is being improved. Gilgit to Naltan, I just went there, and now the road which is coming up, NLC is constructing that road. It's a motorway. It's a treat to watch that road. From Gilgit to Hunza, just watch that beautiful road. Now Gilgit to Skardu, beautiful road is coming up. So all this area, government is determined. Even the provincial governments, they are being facilitated, and they are themselves determined. They know they have to, bring this infrastructure to a level where they can earn a lot. So government is doing a lot, and they are no more a business manager. They are facilitating people. And I'll just make a mention of here, CPAC. They are doing a wonderful job. If you go to Gwadar, Quetta, Turbat, and even you travel on Makran highway from Karachi, keep traveling on those. You will find beautiful places and beautiful road, right? They are linking up Gwadar, and once after some time, you will find few hotels coming up here. You will find a ferry going through the sea, linking up Gwadar. You will find air is already there. You will find the road. So all these links are being linked. Kund Malil, Urmara, Pasni, Gwadar, and we don't stop at Gwadar. We are going ahead, Jeevani, right? So these are the people, visionary people working on that. And even I can assure you, a step ahead, Chabahar. Indians have vacated that now, right? Chabahar is with Iran now. China is already in Iran. CPAC is so. In the future days, this Chabahar will be very friendly. Iran knows, China knows that they have to link up from Chabahar to Gwadar. Now they will link up Gwadar with Charbahar. They will not compare Charbahar with Gwadar because there is no comparison. Charbahar stands almost 12 points lower than Gwadar. Gwadar is a port which is number 1 in the world, you can say. The heaviest ship comes, and it comes and stands next to the harbor. It comes and touches its body with Gwadar port. And you don't require boats to fetch stores and bring it to the port. It is unloaded there. If you talk of Chabahar, the ship has to be, parked at a distance, then unloaded in small boats and then come. So they have to think. And their thinking is in this link up Gwadar. They are also benefited. We are also benefited. And Gwadar stands out in the world. No port in the world is linked so beautifully as Gwadar stands out. So it is all from Allah, and Allah will give a beautiful, blessing and opportunities to Pakistan. So our future is very bright, right? Now, another thing, there is something known as standards and certifications, which was not being enforced previously. And now they may take some time, but all the tourist destinations are being linked with all the topmost standards. All the hotels, all the resorts, all the places, they will have proper certifications, right? It will not be like it used to be some time back. Somebody could go, stay somewhere, and probably didn't know whether it was a safe place or what was it, or the transport in which they are traveling, what classification it has. Is it fit to travel, or it will just stop en route? No, all these vehicles, they will bear the stamps of their standards and certifications. All the tourist operators, they'll have their certifications and their standards. Alhamdulillah, if you compare Pakistan with other countries, in Pakistan, almost every second person knows English, or at least understands English, or can speak English. Whereas in other countries, it's not the case. So our country is, alhamdulillah, very rich in all these aspects. And then the education, which is being, encouraged in Pakistan, I'm sure these tourists operators, these hotel operators, these resort operators, all being trained, right? Previously, it was only a five-star hotel which trained its personnel. But another thing I tell you, there was, even the PTDC was operating, or at the provincial level or the hotels, there was some miscoordination. And what was that miscoordination? Miscoordination was everybody was just working in a vacuum. PTDC was working, trying to fetch the business at their own. Punjab Tourist, Corporation was just fetching the business for themselves. They had a website. Everyone had a website. Hotels had websites. But were those websites linked to each other? Somebody just coming to, PTDC didn't know where to go, where to fetch the transport, where to go if somebody's staying there for 4 or 5 days, where to go next, how to see different places, right? Our five-star hotels are now having it, right? And this is what is now by the government, inshallah, the standards and certification being achieved. And very soon, you will find, website also coming up. Our group is, already working on that, and we are almost through, where we will link anybody who leaves USA even and wants to come to Pakistan. We will guide exactly. We'll have to just fly, come stay at our hotels, wherever to be taken. The weather will be guided. Transport will be provided. Guidance will be provided. Hoteling will be provided. Shopping things will be provided. Facilities, everything will be made available, right? So those things, standards and certifications are coming, and I can assure you it's a good omen, right? Proper marketing and promotion. Previously, this was not happening. Even now, it's a bit weak point. We have not been able to promote Pakistan so far as a beautiful tourist destination. People are exploring. Google is helping. People are just exploring, going to Google and finding different attractive places in Pakistan. Our marketing and promotion needs a lot of improvement. And I'm sure people working on this, they will make sure these things improve. Now, use of IT for tourism promotion, very important. Now, the concept of smart hotels has come. Now, people want to come. Even in these corona environments, our group made an endeavor to do it. Hashu group did it to an extent, and people leaving their home would book an order. They reached at Marriott. They just had to, flash their order. Order was ready. Car had to go, fetch the order, move. And somebody else come, just give the order while moving. Sitting in a car, enjoy the TV, beautiful things. Smart hotel concept. It has come, and it's a reality. And for the time to come, you will see it. And even IT has to, register so many things. Few five-star hotels, like they are doing it. A man who had visited our hotel 5 years ago or even 10 years ago visits the hotel again. The moment lands at the airport, the driver once receives, right? Our car is there to receive. The driver then goes and receives, says, "Welcome, Mr. Mike. You are welcome to Pakistan. And you have just come after 9 years and 11 months, long time. You would have been here earlier." The man looks at the driver and sees, "Oh my God, even this driver knows that I'm back." Sits in the car. The moment sits, the drink which is offered is again the favorite drink of Mr. Mike. The apple cider is offered. He says, "Oh, how you knew that I like apple cider?" but he knows this is how we care our guests. Reaches the hotel, finds the chocolates of his own choice, goes to the room and finds the same room which has a beautiful view. What is this? This is IT. IT has to bring a revolution, and it's coming. We have a generation, the 60% our young generation is mastering this. We have tremendous potential. And I can assure you, our 67% young generation is highly qualified. They are the educated people. We have to find jobs for them. And this tourism industry, this hospitality industry will give them jobs. Construction will give them jobs. Inshallah, Daddy Bhai, if next time you give me a chance, I will link hotel industry also with the tourism. And I'll tell you what potential we have or for young chaps also, young people also.
इंशाल्लाह सर, इंशाल्लाह जरूर सर. सर एक दरमियान में एक क्वेश्चन मेरे जहन में आया, और ये दरमियान में कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी आ रहे हैं हमारे पास. लास्ट कोई 13-14 मिनट्स रह गएंगे और टाइम इस तरह फ्लाई कर गया. इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन और इतनी ब्यूटीफुल प्रेजेंटेशन सर, ये पता ही नहीं लगा कि हम 45 मिनट गुजर भी गए. कोई साहब पूछ रहे हैं सर, आर वी taking initiative or defining our focus on price control policies, commodities, rooms, total transport, tourist sites? Thanks. सरफराज खान साहब हैं, उनका ये सवाल है कि क्या हम कुछ इस जुमरे में कर रहे हैं. और एक सवाल मेरे जहन में आ रहा है, वो ये है कि सर देयर आर टू कॉन्सेप्ट्स इन द वर्ल्ड जो लेटली बहुत ज्यादा आगे आ रहे हैं. एक है एजुकेशन टूरिज्म और दूसरा है हेल्थ केयर टूरिज्म. हम इसके ऊपर कुछ थोड़ा सा नो हाउ लेना चाहेंगे आपसे. लास्ट 10 मिनट्स में आप ये काइंडली इनको जरा टच कर दीजिए, क्योंकि बहुत नॉलेज है, इतनी बड़ी इंडस्ट्री है, और आपने जिस तरह जो बताया है कि कितना काम हो चुका है और कि ये सर्टिफिकेशंस जो आ रही हैं इसके अंदर, ये स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन जो आ रही है, दैट विल इम्प्रूव इट अ लॉट.
जी सर, मैं अभी जवाब दे दूं या कि आखिर पे जवाब देना है? अभी दे दूं?
आखिर में सर प्लीज.
सरफराज साहब का भी बहुत अच्छा सवाल है और इस पे आई विल टच अपॉन एट द एंड, एंड द कांसेप्ट यू हैव गिवन आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू जस्टिफाई इन 15 मिनट्स, बट आई विल गिव एन आंसर टू योर
सर. उस पे हम पूरा सेशन रख लेंगे आपके साथ सर, आपकी पीएचडी से हम फायदा उठाएंगे
सर. बिल्कुल मेरी ये रिक्वेस्ट होगी, बिकॉज एजुकेशन टूरिज्म is itself a science and healthcare tourism has tremendous potential in Pakistan. और इन दोनों पे तो मेरा ख्याल में सर एक स्पेशल सेशन रखेंगे जिसमें आप और मैं, मेरा ख्याल है, विल बी एबल टू जस्टिफाई. 15-20 मिनट तो इसके साथ ज्यादा
कर ले सर, इसको डन कर लिया सर इंशाल्लाह.
Sure. But price control I will touch upon. I'll just finish, sir. If you अगर टाइम कम रह गया तो I'll take 5 minutes and I'll finish it so that I can take on question. ठीक है सर?
Okay sir.
Right, sir. Sir, participation in international tourism fairs and festival. Sir, world's biggest, tourist festival is held in England, and then another is held in Berlin. Unfortunately, our participation has been just in the shape of a small contingent, one can say, and maybe the contingent was also not relevant once those people visited those places. And we earmarked a small place in the corner and depicted, right, we have participated. That was no participation. Even I saw this participation in Dubai also. And, that is no more participation. Even if you see in Dubai, the global village, people visit, you must have visited there. In global village, once you go, again, Africa has a good stall. India has a good stall. Even Malaysia has a good stall and everything and good corner. Once we go to Pakistan, we want to show all the provinces and Kashmir and everything, but we have earmarked very small places and where probably the focus is to sell those things. We don't have to sell the commodities. We don't have to sell the depicted things and the material things. There we have to tell what potentials Pakistan has. We have to tell the people the image of Pakistan. We have to tell the people the potential we have. We have to tell the people how rich we are in these potential, how rich we are if these things are shown to the world. We have to tell them how many attractions we have in Pakistan. Please come over. So this entire concept need to be changed, and merely just traveling to a location on the government expense or even at your own expense does not justify that we have participated in international tourism fairs and festivals. Till the time we leave an image, till the time we convey the people that contingent from Pakistan came. They were knowledgeable people. They have been in the industry. So take those people. It is my request from the government. Take those people who are in the industry. Take those people who are the tourist operators. Take those people who are dealing with the guests. Take those people who are working in the hotels and they exactly know what the hospitality is. Right. Improvement of infrastructure, sir. I have already touched upon this. Everywhere you go, now the roads are being improved. The hotel industry is also coming. The guest rooms are also coming. The hospitals are also being made. So government is already working on this, but it is again not for the government. Any government whatsoever, a rich government could be, cannot play alone in this. The civil sector has to come, the private sector has to come, right? And these people, should help the government, help the nation to build. There are big groups like Hashu Group is already doing, Bahria is also doing, Malik Riaz is also doing, uh, AKD is also doing, and there are so many other rich groups. Government should draw certain lines and guide them, facilitate them, and tell them to come up. Tell them to come up and contribute for Pakistan. Imran Khan has done an excellent step. One for the construction, he has allowed whatever the money you have, just spend it. You will not be asked for 1 year. Please give this concession and ruling to the people who have money. Tell them to spend, make roads, make hotels, make business. This will help Pakistan. So anybody who's helping Pakistan, bring them forward, please. Now, where to stay? This point needs a lot of importance. When a lot of tourists they come, they face problem. Even domestic tourism faces a lot of problem. People go towards northern area. There are only few hotels. Now, few more are coming up, but that's not enough. Domestic tourism, then household tourism. We have to draw a strategy. Like there are houses, beautiful houses. Those people accommodate guests also, right? That house tourism, domestic tourism, the local tourism. Now those people, when they have a house and with the house they have a land where they have put a tent village, for example, they put the tents. It's a tent village. There are 30 tents, and if those people can look after those tents, provide them electricity, provide them food, provide them services, provide them security, safety, everything is already there. No, government should draw a certain line and help them instead of asking them something that pay something only then we allow. No, tell them, okay, we facilitate you, we give you loan, please establish this. So those people living in the houses must be able to accommodate all these people coming from across as a guest. When this is to be done, my request to everybody, we have to care for our culture. We have to care for our social values. That is very important. As we want that when my wife, my daughter is there and some foreigner coming should not even look towards them or pay full respect to them. Please, we also have to pay full respect to the people coming from abroad. If they are putting on a trouser and if they are putting on a shirt with small sleeves, does not mean that they don't bear a good character. We have to give them full respect. It is in their culture. They can put on such type of dress, but at the same time, please respect them. We have seen people coming from abroad, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the color, grade, anything, right? Even they come and they respect our culture. They put on a dupatta on their top just to pay us the respect. They come to Pakistan, even the prince and princess from England, they come. They put on the shalwar kameez, they put on chadar on the top. They go to the mosque, they do ablution, they go remove their shoes and go. This is the sort of respect they pay. We also have to pay the same respect to everybody. We have to have the cultural policy. We have to have the ethics codes, right? All these things should be put in place. So sociological challenges also covered here. Stock market I have already done it. There is lot to talk about it, but the time is getting nearer. So I am here open for the question. That is up over to you.
सर एक क्वेश्चन है ये कर्नल आमिर महमूद पूछ रहे हैं वी आर हियर and understand as well that tourism is that industry which can earn a country huge revenue, but Pakistan with desert plains and mountains and glaciers, successive government haven't done anything in this. How can only request to the government can be done something phenomenal? Comment from Brigadier Saab, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Colonel Amir. Colonel Amir himself is a great entrepreneurial and a very visionary man. Amir, I'll take your question on the second number. First, I'll take on the question asked by Mr. Sarfraz. That was regarding the price control and related things with that. It's a very pertinent question. What government is doing for the price control and all this, this is very important. What happens is when the tourists they go to the different areas, especially in the far-flung areas. Even what to talk of far-flung areas, even in Murray, though it's an overcrowded place, prices are taken very high. And people know that now the tourists have come, let's exploit them. Rates will go very high. Even the hotel rates will go very high. And people who are getting a room, say at 10,000, probably will have to pay even 20,000. The small rooms in a small hotel, where they could get a room in just 5,000, those people will say, oh, sorry, this room is available at 10,000 because at 11 o'clock at night in a cold, snow-covered, environment, one will like to go into the room instead of paying, something extra. So that's not something good. We are to be educated. Our hotel operators, our tourist operators, they should be educated that just to earn few more dollars or few more rupees, please don't spoil the image of Pakistan. Don't spoil the image of your city. Don't spoil your own image, right? When you earn few more dollars, maybe usme barakat khatam ho jayegi. But kanaat pasandi show karo and earn and remember another point. All those tourists who are in the area, they have very calculated money. Even somebody has come from abroad and they are, they have come by air and they have a beautiful Jeep or whatever, that Jeep is on rent. And secondly, they have calculated for everything. So much I will pay for my food, this much I will pay for the room, this much I will take some souvenir. If somebody takes away in the rent more money, probably they will have to leave the souvenir. And the souvenir is of your city, the souvenir is of your country. I still have with me the souvenir of Berlin Wall. It was in 1990 when as a captain I had gone to Germany for a course. So I purchased a small stone from the Berlin, from that wall. That is lying in my drawing room. And whenever I go to my drawing room, I see that stone, I recall my old memories, they are freshen up. And I wish to go back to Germany again. Why? Because those memories are refreshed. So if somebody has come to your area, please let them go with the beautiful and best memories so that they carry these memories. Allah will reward you. Allah will reward you more. And these people will come again. And if they have gone good the memories, they'll come to you again. They will not go to a 5-star hotel, they will come to you. So here I come to the second part also. Ras wanted to ask. So let me tell you, there is something known as entrepreneurial capabilities, and there is another thing known as customer relationship management. So entrepreneurial capabilities are the natural capabilities of any organization, Pakistan or anyone, to attract someone, right? So they are fundamentals. Other are the customer relationship management. That contains all these things. How the employees on the hotel should behave, how the price should be controlled, how the image, hotel image, that will matter, how the brand will matter. All these things are viewed by the tourists. They record it here, they test it here, and then they carry it. And if these are good, they will come again. And who will be benefited? It is the Pakistan. It is the people in the area. It is we who will be benefited. I hope, Sarfraz sahab, I have answered your question. And now coming to the next question uh, by Colonel Amir. Right. Zadi, will you repeat Amir's question again so that audience
सर
can also hear it?
अच्छा सर, ये है कि सक्सेसेस गवर्नमेंट्स ने कोई इसके अंदर have haven't done anything in this.
Yes.
How can only request the government can do something phenomenal?
Okay.
इसमें किस तरह डेवलपमेंट में, क्योंकि इतनी खूबसूरत वैलीज हैं, इसमें गवर्नमेंट क्या कर सकती है उसको कि एकदम से तेजी से डेवलपमेंट आ सके?
Sir, sir, unfortunately, पिछली governments ने, I agree with Amir, they have not been able to do certain things. Say there were so many reasons we will not discuss about. हालात भी बहुत खराब थे. Probably they were very tough, international level also, and then in Pakistan also because of the terrorism and so many other things. And then few people, indulge in corruption also. So we will not talk about that. Whatever they couldn't do. Yes, agree. Now, present government, they have a very small time, right? 2 years already gone, only 3 years left. Will they be able to deliver? If you ask me, I will tell you yes. And next question should be why and how. Why? Because they must do it. And how? I will tell you. They will deliver it because.
सर हमारा टाइम ओवर हो चुका है. We'll wrap up in 5 minutes.
Okay.
इसको हाँ जी सर, please.
Okay. This government, I can assure you, will be able to do it because there are certain reasons for that. Number one, man sitting on the top, till his government, they are determined to do it. One. Secondly, people of the country have realized that if they do something good and they contribute something for Pakistan, it is good for them, it is good for everybody. Two. Number three, our image at the international level has improved a lot. People know that it's a country which is a good country, and Pakistan bears a good image. Our image has improved. So things will start happening. The other thing is people have started working on it. Now I'll just give an example. For example, for MD, PTDC, there is an advertisement. People need a MD for PTDC, and the qualification for that has been written, preferably a PhD degree. How could you expect PTDC MD having a PhD degree? Though it's a 2022 grade, it's a very good appointment. So that is the sort of qualification we are asking for. So if the government is asking that qualification, I give them credit that they are sincere and they will do it. And other thing is, investors have confidence in Pakistan. Stock market is going up. Investors are coming. There are international investors coming because I am with a group which is dealing at an international level. So I can visualize how the investment is coming and the investment will come. So let's hope this government is within its own tenure able to deliver whatever they can. So they should deliver it, and next we leave for the next government, whatsoever it is. Whether if they do well, people may elect, give them another chance to work. If they don't do it, people will give a chance to somebody else. We should not be bothered which is the next government. We should only be bothered as they are delivering it. We will make sure the next government delivers. If they don't deliver, we'll get hold of them. Thank you very much, Amir. It was a short time. Next, you can ask me in your own capacity and we'll discuss.
Sir, Amir ने आपके लिए कमेंट छोड़ा है और he is saying, Brigadier Fayaz, excellent and well prepared, knowledgeable discourse it was. Words of appreciation, sir. Allah will be with Pakistan.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Thank you very much. 14 अगस्त आपने मेरे लिए दोबाला कर दी. इतनी खूबसूरत पाकिस्तान की पिक्चर पेश की है और टूरिज्म इंशाल्लाह ताला वहीं जाएगा जैसे आपने विजन बताया कि इम्प्रूव कर रहा है, एंड वी लुक फॉरवर्ड टू दैट. और इसमें जो है हम आपका बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं. एक पॉइंट जो प्राइस कंट्रोल का था, अगर उसमें लोकल बॉडीज को शामिल कर लिया जाए, एक सजेशन आई है, तो इसको कंट्रोल किया जा सकता है. तो दैट कैन यू, सिंस यू आर इन अ पोजीशन के आप उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करा सकते हैं, तो ये अच्छी एक सजेशन आई है हमारे पास. सर, I am pleased and honored to have you on the show and looking forward for another good session with you. on healthcare and education tourism shortly, inshallah ta'ala. Or
Inshallah.
thank you very much for giving us time on such a short notice on 14th of August, which is the day which is very close to each Pakistani's heart, or we have lived for this thing. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, and very kind of you. And from my side also, 14th August, Mubarak to everybody.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, viewers. आज का सेशन इतना इंटरेस्टिंग था कि आई हैड टू स्ट्रेच 5 मिनट्स दिस सेशन 14 अगस्त के हवाले से पाकिस्तान के बारे में इतनी खूबसूरत नॉलेज कि कैसे टूरिज्म इम्प्रूव हो रहा है ब्रिगेडियर साहब ने हमको दी है और आई एम रियली ऑब्लाइज्ड कि इतना खूबसूरत सेशन उन्होंने दिया है और आप लोग हमारे साथ थे और इसके साथ ही हम आज के सेशन को ख़त्म करते हैं और आप सबका शुक्रिया कि हमारे साथ आप थे और अल्लाह हाफिज और we'll be ending our show here. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.